Welcome everybody to this episode of Creativerse. So today we're going to be doing a tour of the compound. Give me 1 second here. Okay, sorry about the little delay there. So yeah, we're going to be touring a compound. Basically what this is going to be a before and after kind of video set. This is the before, and then in a month or two, we'll do another compound tour with an after. I was asked to do this video only because I build really fast. Some of these buildings, like the one we're standing in that I'm going to show you. Oh wow. Let me, yeah, there we go. Like the one we're standing in right now, I built this entire building in a few days, and it don't look like much right now because where I'm standing, but you guys will see why it's such a big deal here in a minute. So right now this is just a basic shell building. We got some lights going there. I'll show you them in a minute too. So this is just a shell. I haven't really done much. I got some processors and some forges up here, and all of my chests are also located in this area with the random switch from one of my tests. I was running some tests, a lot of room to run tests on tech up here, and then I got my storage room. Everything's labeled except for the 5 chests on the end. These chests are dump chests that I just dump stuff in when I'm in a hurry and don't feel like running chest to chest to sort everything out. So this is my storeroom, where I'm storing all of my materials and blocks and other stuff that I make and mine. Now, one of the cool things that I'm going to show you guys right off the bat is going to be the lights. They're finally working properly. Been having a lot of glitches. If you look at my last 2 videos, been experiencing a lot of glitches on this side of the map in this particular part of the map. I logged in today, my lights were working perfect. They ran all night, and into today I haven't seen any real major issues. One of the biggest issues is they just randomly just shut off and I have to go reset the system, which is a pain. There are over 300 LEDs on that roof. The colors are 3 wide. The center is its own system, so the rest of the system runs on its own, and then the gold is on its own circuit. Took a lot of time to do this, and it really looks cool, especially from the outside. When it's rendered, you can just see the lights on this building running in sequence. From here, I'm actually going to take you guys straight down to the basement or control center, just to kind of show you guys what it took to wire these lights up. So we got 58 timers on the big circuit. The timers run in series, run in the pattern, and then at the end of that sequence, the end of the circuit on this one here, it actually comes over to the inverter switch. The inverter changes the on to an off, or the off to an on, and sends the signal back out to the first one. So if this is on an on state, it sends an on state signal over to this switch, which then sends a off state to that switch, and then so on, and then it repeats. If that's off, it comes over here and this sends it on. This inverts whatever the signal it gets, it inverts it to its opposite. So very simple circuit, very easy design, very easy to make. Keeping it running is a different story. When you leave this plot on the map, I'll show you. So we're on this plot here, and it's cool because you can actually see the lights going on the map, which is kind of cool. I don't think any other rendition of a block style game would actually allow active changes in the map like that. So definitely really cool. So if you wander past this line here, from this line over won't render. You inside this zone, it'll render this whole block, but it only renders one block over. So where I'm at right now, if I were to actually look at this bridge, the lights on this bridge would not render. And vice versa. If I'm standing on the bridge, the lights on inside this block here will not render. In this block they will, but not in this block. I should have built this building one block over. However, with the river system here, this was a more prime optimal location, and I did not know about the render distance, and now I do. And then the gold circuit is right here. The gold actually just runs off a 3-circuit switch. We just got 3 switches in the circuit. I said that backwards. It's a 3-switch circuit, not a 3-circuit switch. Must be drunk. I wish. Anyway, so yeah, these are the circuits that run the lights, and what we'll do is we can actually, that entrance is now blocked. We can actually go up to the lobby here, which is right above us. All of that is actually right underneath us here. If I pull a wiring tool, show our wiring, it's not actually directly under the building because of the way I dug, but we can see the wiring coming out from down there. Let's just walk outside. Excuse me. If we hop up here, we should be able to get a good taste of the lights in action. So just admire that for a minute. Look at that building. I have not seen anybody do a building design quite like this one. I have dubbed this tower or skyscraper Diamond Tower for obvious reasons. Not because it's built out of diamonds, but because it is built in the shape of diamonds. The shape is actually constructed of 3 different diamond shaped constructions. We have the bottom, the middle, and the top. The building takes a twist to create this illusion and look that we are seeing right now. Very unique design. I have not seen anybody attempt to design like it yet. I do see a flaw up there. I see, well, one flaw, the block all the way up at the top. So this block up here is actually a test that we're doing and conducting right now, but I did notice that I'm missing 2 blocks right there. At least it looks like I am. I may not. No, I'm missing 2 blocks right there. It's amazing. I've actually looked at this building several times and I did not notice them blocks missing. It's all white, so it kind of does blend in a little bit. Unless you actually look for the hard line, you won't see it. So light pattern is definitely cool. That is actually the fastest we can set the pattern. It's a ½ delay between the lights. Can't go any faster than that because the 0-second delay, they would just all turn on in the same instant. There would be no delay to the system at all. So ½ delay. Definitely worked out really nice though. I really like it. I wish it would render from the bridge. Unfortunately, where that gap is right there, I do have to build a walkway out so that the lights will render from a more aerial view and we get a better view of actual lights and pattern. I did put a bridge in yesterday. We're going to kill this Keepa though real quick because arc stones are something that we can never have enough of. That's the only way to get an arc stone. Look at these guys. What are they walking on? one of the things about these particular angle blocks here is, to me, I can't jump on them. But if you look at them, they actually, the block, half the block isn't there. It's taking up only half of the block space. And he must be standing on that little itty bitty corner right there and is miraculously able to just, you know, have superhuman strength to just stand there like that. So yeah, I definitely need to fix that, because from this point of view I can definitely notice this. Why don't we fix that real quick? Maybe wire that door up today too. Just because it's gonna bug me if I don't fix it. I already capped that off too, which I shouldn't have, because we needed to get up there and get them test blocks down. Ghost box. So we actually reviewed these in the last video. Something that I experience a lot of in this area. One more spin. There we go. Bam. Done. I actually need to take these out because we have a test up there that we need access to. Well, I don't need access to, but Silent needs access to. So more on this building. I'm not the only tenant. My buddy Silent resides in this building as well, so we're gonna pay him a quick visit. And what's nice about this video is his rooms are still a basic shell as well. We just moved into this building. It was such a nice building. We decided that it would have been a shame to leave the building left empty. So we decided, you know what, we're going to use this building for our own use, and we moved our entire base from another part of the map into this building. And then his room up here is still a shell. He did build a kitchen while he was working on a kitchen. I really like it. It's a cool design. I don't think I've seen anybody really put a kitchen in any of their buildings yet, so I'll be interested to see the finished product when it's done. And his light switch does work. So pretty cool design there. Still got a little bit more work to touch up on the building. Didn't get these corners up top here, but really we're just showing, you know, the before and after. This is the before of this building's internals, and now we're actually going to go take a look at some of the rest of the compound. No, that's wrong. And I'm not going to do a walkthrough on Silent's Castle. As we can see, the lights don't render this far, so it'll freeze. We'll get the bottom set, like the red just disappeared. We'll get the bottom set that'll render, but the rest of it is too far. It's in another claim. So 2 claims is where it stops rendering. 1 claim over, it'll still render. 2 claims over, it will not. So this is the little Zen garden that I built. This is actually up in the middle of the mountains. If we hop up here, so we're actually up on a mountaintop here, at this little garden, tree, mineral water, and little tiki hut is put in at. Opposed of that is a bridge. This bridge took me about 2 days to build, and probably gets the most attention out of everything that I've built so far. A lot of people really like this bridge. It was actually featured in Dark J's stream recently as well. This is Dark J's server. It is a free server for everybody to join and play in and build your own designs, and by doing that you also have a chance of Dark J live streaming that design in that build. My bridge was done in one of his streams before this building was even placed and put up. Right here is actually dead center of the bridge. This is where we're going to build the platform to walk out to actually see the light show. Didn't know that was going to happen like that, but oh well. And then on this side, we have the temple that I'm currently working on. That is something that we're actually probably going to work on here. I would like to get this thing finished up. It is taking me longer than it should be to do. Outside here is actually going to be a secret entrance. There's going to be some block phasers in here that this entrance won't appear until you're basically standing pretty close to it. Down here inside the temple, I'm making some minor changes. It's a little different than the last video that was done on the temple. One of the biggest changes is I'm adding a second story, which is currently under construction. So if we actually walk down here, I had to put doors on, I was getting snuck up on. I got the layout done and the roof for the most part. I still have to add some of the corners, but this is the primary layout. I did remove some torches to help somebody else. There were a lot more torches in here. I know I had like 80 some torches there. I don't know why I couldn't find them the other day. Can't remember how I had the torches laid. We'll relay the torches again, because there's a pattern that I was going by. That's why the chests are where they are. Yeah, it should have been, the chest was in the middle of them. Like so. But this line seems to be messed up because the torch should go here and the chest should be here. We'll fix that though. But so this is the temple that we're working on. It's going to be a pretty cool when it's finally finished, and that's why I put them doors in there. It's not finished yet though. It is a work in progress. And we may do a little bit of work on that here in a little bit as well, because I would really like to get that finished. But that's pretty much the before of the compound. I was asked to do this video only because I build really fast, and this area is not going to be the same here shortly. We're working on a couple other builds. I cannot say what the builds are. I cannot disclose them. I cannot even show you anything about them. They're top secret. Even the people on the server don't know about them. Once again, about the server, this is Dark J server. That is the server name. To get the password for the server, you must visit Dark J's YouTube channel at Dark J. On there, make sure you subscribe to his channel and also view a couple of his Creativerse live streams that he previously recorded. In there, you will be able to get the server password and this written server name. It is cap sensitive, so make sure you do use your capitalizations exactly as he has it written. Feel free to join us. The server is open to everybody. I'm not going to give his server information out. If you want it, go to his YouTube channel and obtain the passwords that way. Excuse me. So, that's the before. Now, there are a couple little buildings down here. As you can see, there's one there, and there's one there. Originally, there was going to be another one where Diamond Tower stands, but Diamond Tower kind of was a random spur of the moment project that I did. Look at all the lights just flash away. Or is it gonna freeze? So when it renders is when the system seems to freeze. This is a problem I was experiencing, and I knew it was gonna happen at some point today. I just didn't know when. I guess I haven't really walked off my claim and back onto my claim today. So that would make sense why I hadn't had the issue yet today. And it really does enlighten me as to what I what causes that issue. Be something I can push to the developers and have the developers look at to maybe come up with a different way having them blocks render. This is some project in the making as well, and what this is there's actually going to be another bridge slash walkway that is going to walk you through this waterfall into this cavern, this beautiful cavern. And inside this cave, this mammoth of a cave, is going to be little bungalows built in right on the wall of the cave. And there's another keeper over there. And basically I'm gonna turn this into like a cavern resort. See if we can get over to this keeper without. Where you going, buddy? I'm totally missing. And they jump like so high. Get back here. Get back here. Get back here. So yeah, it's gonna be a cavern resort. Basically, it'll just going to be like a little resort build, like you would see going to a resort in real life. Only mine's going to be built into a cavern, which should make it really interesting. Here. Oh, that's a light. I thought that somebody was up there. Names display in the same manner that some of the light shows through, and sometimes when you look at a light a certain way, it does look like that there's a person up there. What's cool is the creatures generally won't follow me through there because they die. They drowned. Although he's a nighttime creature, so he's gonna die anyway. He's just gonna burn. Burn, baby, burn. The music we're listening today is just some normal dubstep. So yeah, I am taking user suggestions on what to do with this lobby here. We did put the fountain in last night. However, I want to liven this place up. I may change this floor out again. I mean, I like the stone, but I don't know if it's particularly right for this building or for a flooring. So we may change it. But this is the before. So now you guys all see the before of the compound. I hope you like it. If you have any suggestions, please drop a comment. Always up for suggestions, always up for new ideas. We have a lot of builds in the making. I can say of 2 big builds that are actually part of a larger project that are definitely planned, and one of them's already being constructed as we speak. The other one's not started yet, but the construction on it will start shortly as well. That's what's our test blocks that I won't go up to are doing way up on the top of the skyscraper. We are testing a theory, and the theory does work. So that's what really is going to enable us to make this other build. This other build is going to be epic. Like, it's just epic. It is something that I have not seen anybody do. One of the 2 secret builds that I'm talking about, I have seen other people do. Not quite how we're doing it, but they've done it. And it's been done. The second part of it, though, I haven't seen it done yet. I haven't seen anybody build anything like it. It was a random thought, a random idea, and it just come together so well that we're definitely proceeding with the build, and we're definitely going to do it. So stay tuned for that secret build. I am going to do footage of the build itself while we're building it. I'm not going to release the footage, but I will make a time-lapse video of the build when it's completed, and you guys will be able to see, you know, how that structure came to be, We may leave a couple key parts out, little tricks of the trades that we use. Some of these builds are going to be in dangerous areas, and we do use little tricks in order to keep the danger at bay. So we may not reveal our little tricks. I may if you guys ask me nicely. But we will show, you know, the primary how we constructed the structures and did said builds. So stay tuned for further videos and other exciting builds and adventures here in Creativerse. Like I said, any suggestions for this room, please drop it in the comments and we will build it, as long as it's not something that's ridiculous. It does have to fit in this room. It should be kind of go with the decor of the building, or the temple. I was thinking about incorporating, you know, some temple things as a hint, because the temple, you're really not going to be able to see it crossing a bridge anymore until you're actually right up at it. So with that being said, I'm going to end this video here and we're going to move on to the next video. This is the before. Take a good look. This whole area in a month or 2 months will not look like this. We are building a town here. It'll be a city, and it'll be a big city. This building took me 3 days to where it's at right now. The bridge took me 2 days to build to completion, including the pillars, all the cross members, the beams. So you add them two together, that's a week's worth of work right there. 1 week. For them to enormous, massive structures that would take most people, you know, a week to just build that bridge. I only fell and died like 3 times, 4 times to building that bridge. Most people would die like 1,000,000 times before they even go halfway across. And I did it quick, 2 days with 3 deaths. It's hard to do. And then this building was just as hard, because that had to match the bottom structure, and then to lay all them LEDs. You can't just lay LEDs one after another like that. You actually have to hold shift and everything else to lay on electronic devices. But enough procrastinating, enough dragging this video on further than it needs to be. This is just it before. Any comments, please drop them in the comments. As always, make sure you subscribe and like the channel if you like my videos, and there will be more to come. Thank you all, and have a nice day.